A vast surveillance network that police can use to track your movements without a warrant. There's a lot of controversy over flock technology right now. The ABC7i team got an exclusive look at the tools being used in one Chicago suburb now embracing flock. However, privacy advocates are raising concerns. In other parts of the country, police have been accused of misusing that technology. So what did the I-team uncover about flock in the Chicago area? Find the story on the ABC7 Chicago website or on our news app.
The employees at the Chandler Police Department have had their access to the flock system restricted, effective immediately.
Chandler, the latest city in Arizona to end its use of 40 flock cameras, in use until this week across the city. Police Chief Brian Chapman also sharing that an internal investigation is underway into an anomaly caught by a routine audit process.
I can just say that we have identified a potential misuse of the system by somebody in our organization.
That anomaly, not surprising news to community members who have spoken up against the use of automated license plate readers.
Flock cameras and automated license plate readers have been used wrongly in a number of ways, and that's what we've been warning about because we saw this coming and we didn't want it to happen in Chandler.
Baytown police are investigating one of their own after allegations an officer misused the department's flock license plate reader system.
KPRC2's Corley Peel joining us live in Baytown with details on this investigation. Corley.
Lisa and Keith, flock cameras like this one here are designed to solve crimes, but now Baytown police are investigating if one of their own officers allegedly misused that system. Now, that officer has not been charged with a crime, and the police chief has not identified the officer, but does confirm that both an internal review and criminal investigation are underway. Flock cameras are license plate readers used by law enforcement.
They were created. A new camera system being used by police across the country is growing. It's an issue of security versus privacy. And now there are more allegations that some officers are misusing the technology. ABC's Sophie Flay has more.
This morning, a now former North Carolina police officer is facing charges, accused of using her department's controversial license plate cameras to track her boyfriend's ex-wife. Investigators say Elizabeth Snowman accessed the department's flock camera system dozens of times for personal use. Flock cameras automatically scan every license plate that passes, logging the vehicle, the time, and the location into a searchable database that police can use to track vehicles.
She accessed the computers, the LPR cameras, to find information and track her boyfriend's ex-wife and track her boyfriend's ex-wife.
Newsweek reports officers in at least a dozen states have faced allegations of misusing flock license plate reader systems, including 10 officers in Georgia in recent weeks. Police say the camera technology has been a game changer for solving crimes, but
it all goes up in smoke when you have cops like this violating the system.
We got records from the Dallas Police Department that show officers search data from license plate cameras like this one more than 63,000 times last year. And some of those searches pinged more than 100,000 flock devices far beyond city limits.
What I will tell you is they help us solve crimes. It is a very efficient tool to help us solve crimes.
Speaking to Inside Texas Politics this week, the DPD chief says his department has policies in place to make sure searches are on the up and up.
Anytime someone accesses those cameras, the system tells us. And if someone is using it in a manner that they should not be using it, they'll get disciplined for that.
Data we got shows one officer searched for plates more than 7,000 times. The department says only some are authorized to use the system, and it logs generally why they're looking, from locating a suspect to following an investigative lead.
And like a lot of your constituents, I want flock mass surveillance taken down and banned.
But across the Metroplex,
if someone asked me where I drive, I'd probably tell them, if asked. Flock cameras collect that information without asking.
People are starting to push back over concerns about privacy and misuse.
I want them gone.
The police chief says they're an important safety tool, and Como credits the technology with an arrest of a man accused of 2 murders. He says he feared the man would have gone on to kill again.
I believe we were going to have a serial killer in Dallas. And if it was not for the flock cameras, we wouldn't have solved that as fast as we solved that.
A growing technology that's also facing growing criticism. In Dallas, I'm Cole Sullivan.